Now all this cross is a simple copy of the crosshair in your scope, and the idea of it is to line both of your lines up, the horizontal and the vertical, and take your first shot. If your first shot comes here, for argument's sake, you always want to do your vertical first. So your windage, you want to bring it over to the left until it hits that horizontal line. Once you've got that on target, you can then use your elevation to gradually bring that down until it hits virtually the middle of that. Now, any deviation on that line, whether it's just a slight bit, just like this pellet here, or that pellet there, see? If you was going for 50 yards, that would be way out. If it was in the cross, in the centre of that ball, you'll be very close to what you're aiming at. So this is the best way, is to copy your crosshairs just down on a piece of paper or whatever, and see where the first pellet goes, and then use the horizontal line to get the vertical line to get it onto horizontal, and then you can use the horizontal to bring it down until it goes into the centre of that piece there. And that is really one of the best ways to scope your scoping. Don't worry, a lot of people, which I've been doing, is using both turrets virtually at the same time. The elevation and the windage. But you need to do it one at a time. Do your windage first, then your elevation. Now, I've been finding a lot of the Wasp pellets at the moment are very hard to load into the magazine. Now, I wonder if they're the ones that's not very good. Not a very good pellet, I don't know. So it shoots the SMK shoots very well with the Wasps. So I'm going to give it another go today. On the target, you saw me draw a cross on it. So if I line my crosshairs, with scope crosshairs, to the cross on the target and take the first shot, it should show me where it's landing, and then I can do the vertical line, or the windage to get it on the line on the horizontal, and I can worry about coming down on the elevation or going up, whatever the case may be. Right, so we'll give it a go, eh? See if this is much better than it normally is. Now I'm trying to hold the rifle really still today, because I think I've been shaking a bit, but it's hard to say. Well, that's very close. Very close, and I reckon if it comes over, maybe just one to the left. I'll take another shot and see where this goes. Can't even see it. I don't know whether it's on the line or not. It looks like it's on the line. Let me just walk down here and have a look. Well, that was very good. That was right in the centre of that horizontal line. So that's the windage done, and now we can do the elevation, and it needs to go up maybe 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So that went up to the right, which is, I still say it could be these pellets. So I'll come down. Try again. And he's going up again. So it moved over to the right. That's good, so it goes up a bit more. Up to so there's a flyer. Can't see where that one went. I'll have to walk down there again. Well, that was very, very good. That's just above the vertical line in the centre of the horizontal. So if I come down one click, go back down one click, I think. And we're going to shoot a target now. And I think we're virtually there. So we're going for the top target, number 1. How many shots have we got? Last shot. That's down as well. I do think I might have a bad batch of these pellets. Same target. That's up. That's to the left. To the left. Right. Third target. This ball, but not centre. And that's down. Isn't it amazing, eh? It's on target, but down. It's up. Right, fresh target, 1 below it. That's to the right, 1 target, but to the right of the ball. That's right at 4 o'clock. And it's bottom at 6 o'clock. That's above, about just, what's that going to do? It's not engaging. Engaging. And that screws. Oh, that was away. I'll have to wait for those chain KSB's exacts. I just can't make that out. Just really can't make that out. Right, it's doing that. Right, off goes the scope. Camera off. With these Wasps, I have no trouble with the PP800 or the SMK Victory. It's just on this rifle, so maybe it doesn't really like the Wasps. It gets expensive when you've got to buy an expensive pellet, and there's so many pellets to try, and anyway, let's take you down to the target and show you the crosshair. Right, okay, you can't argue with that. Here's the pellet hole, just here. See that? And it's almost on that centre of the cross. And that's about the best way you can sight your scope in. Doing that, using your vertical to come over, which when it went there, I then use the elevation to come here. Yeah. But this was the first target. Then it went over there. In there, and it started to drop. So I don't really know what's really happening. Well, what I've done now, I've opened a fresh tin of Wasps. Now, I've had, forget what I just said. The Wasp pellets I've been using was a new tin of Wasps, which I bought 2 tins. So that the open tin, I've noticed that a lot of them was really hard to get into the magazine, and of course shooting, you've seen a couple of videos where they're all over the place. One minute they're on target, next minute they're not. And so I've just come in and I've opened a fresh tin of Wasps, and I've loaded 5 magazines for the SMK, and also 2 magazines for the Beeman, and they went in very easy. The other tin was very hard to get into the Beeman magazines, and also it was quite hard to get into the SMK magazines. So whether that tin was a bad batch, I don't know. So now I've loaded it up with fresh pellets from a different tin, and as I say, they loaded in easily this time. So tomorrow I'm going to give it another test with these new pellets, these freshly opened pellets, and see what happens tomorrow. Now I should be having a delivery of JSB Exact. I have read a couple of comments on yesterday's video suggesting, well, you know, you should try many pellets. Well, I know that, but I'm a bit of a cheapskate, and I like to persevere on one pellet at a time before going into anything what's expensive. But I have got a tin of JSBs coming, exact, they're 844 grain, and I'll try them when I get them. One of the comments said that push a pellet in into the barrel and push it down to see if it runs easy. If not, get a heavier pellet with a bigger head. Well, I suppose I can try that, but as I say, I like to persevere with these Wasp pellets, seeing they're so cheap. When they're on target, they're a good pellet. And we all know pellets in a tin, you're going to get different weights, and you're going to get maybe some what are bad pellets, what causes flyers, you know. So as I say, tomorrow I'm going to try the Wasps again, but a new batch of Wasps. As I say, they're loaded in the magazines very easily, so I'm hoping for decent results tomorrow. And if I don't, it makes no difference. I've got the JSBs should be coming Saturday, so I can give them a go. And if they don't perform well, well then yes, I'll have to get some H&Ns and some other pellets and to try out. But I just like to persevere on one particular pellet. And you know, to me, buying expensive pellets, it's like throwing money away, you know, because once you use the pellet, you can't reuse it. So if you've got to pay 16, 20 odd pound, maybe up to £30 for a tin, just for target shooting, it's not really worth it, you know. To me, it's not really worth it. And this is why I'm persevering with these Wasps, because they're so cheap. Well, let's see what happens tomorrow, and also let's see what happens with the JSBs when they come. Again, thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, give the thumbs up. Any comments, please leave in the comment centre. I do like reading comments. I do try to reply to everybody. Anyway, happy shooting. I'll see you later. Bye.